Welcome back to our Fashion Basics series. In this session we're going to look at open and closed seams. So in order to make the open or plain seam we need to overlock our edges. Always remembering to cut threads with a pair of scissors. We have our two overlocked edges and I'm going to put those together. So I'm just measuring 1 centimetre away from the edge and I'm going to put in some pins. And now we're ready to start stitching. We're just going to go forward a couple of stitches and then press on the bar to reverse, and this will secure your seam. And we're going to secure this seam again by reversing, going forwards. Turn off the machine, knee lift and bring the work away. So here you can see that we have the overlocked edge and the line of stitches which creates your seam, and if we open that up, here you can see the open or plain seam. And now I'm going to show you how to create a closed seam. You'll notice that we haven't yet overlocked the edges. We are going to do that after we have stitched the seam. So we are going to put the two long raw edges so they meet, and then again we are going to pin 1 centimetre away from the edge. So here we have the pins and we're ready to start sewing our seam. So we turn on the machine, let it warm up. And once again we are going to secure the seam by going forward a couple of stitches and then pressing on the bar to reverse. And taking the pins out and putting them into your pin box or pin cushion as you go along. And we're going to finish the seam by reversing or back tacking. Machine off. Just make sure the pulley's up. So we're now going to overlock these two edges together. So for the open or plain seam, we can just finger press the seam open, and we're going to press the closed seam with the seam allowance to one side. So remember to always operate the steam iron safely. Blast the steam away from you before applying heat and pressure to your sample. And we are going to just press that seam to one side. Okay. So here you can see the open or plain seam and the closed seam. And that's it with open and closed seams. In the next session we're going to look at concave and convex seams.